long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Green 80! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On first down, Dickerson. He juked him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, throw left side complete. It's Holt. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. 68 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first down throw for Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 28 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's two really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Randy Moss, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Green leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Touch 50, touch 50. Check right. Echo. Mike 52 right here. Touch 50, touch 50. Under.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Four down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Now Jason Elam for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Elam able to put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, Dickerson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They run the counter. Dickerson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. They come out here in the I. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run them down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They'll try to throw now. Young try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 38, Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Go!
3rd and short yardage, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver,
and he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Young will set to throw. Flush to his right. Open space inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Elam on here for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. One flat.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch out. We gotta get the ball. All go special. Rush in.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hope. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Gets this one to Juszczyk. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go,
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
I'm ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Young on 3rd down. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Good.
It's Young on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
On the double. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Titus Ringo, Titus Ringo.
Young now from the 50. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dickerson. Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Patch, go 14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Patrick Willis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first. It's Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Bravo! Hey, 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 hey! Ready!
On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dickerson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the longtime kicker, Jason Elam. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MU. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Steve Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
52. Watch the slant. With Mike 52. Mike 52.
3rd and long for Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. Sanders now to return. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Elam on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On 2nd and 12, Young.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. From his linebacker spot, that's Derek Brooks with a sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Young. And able to haul it in is Kittle. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All day, dog.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 56 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Elam now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
218, chop. Go, go. You got time. Yeah. Let's go.
Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Young. He's got Evans. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Ready. 60 or.
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. John Randall dropping the hammer.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Young. Kevin Green. His second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's the
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Black Hole's been waiting all year for this one. It's the Battle of the Bay, and we're underway from Oakland. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Dickerson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play, Young to Moss. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Young. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
Here we go. Get the flag. I got you. I got you.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Randy Moss, 29 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Elam on here for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Randy Moss, 75 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second and 7, Young. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Steve Young with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Elam now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The quarterback set by Jadavion Clowney. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Check. Go. I'm going to run you over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kevin Green. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Watch motion. Hey, Mike 52. Double dog. That's the one.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready. You can't win. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Steelers.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hustle.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Back two to Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. That's complete to Randall L. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey. You got 3.
Now Cunningham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Cunningham. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Johnson's got it complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cunningham looking to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready? 10 Tucson. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, Echo. Babies cry all the way back home. He's coming. We got double up. 6-6, pull it high. Yo, go. On the ball. Hit.
Following the interception, Young under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. Come on now. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Cunningham. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you, so there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The 17-yard line.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Steve Young. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
On the double. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here I come. Ready.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Slam.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 24, Young is going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Elam on for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll give this to Bell running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Bell. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Check that. What Mike 52, right?
They'll go for it with Bell, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Dickerson. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That throw by Young incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Randy Moss as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Boy, shifts past him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey! Check, 55, Mike. I got one. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Look at me, zipper. Now.
On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Green able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Young. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Again, it's Bell. And out of bounds right around the 20. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Cunningham. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Tillman. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to try and throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Steve Young. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now Young on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. This is Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Sanders. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Joe Hayden from his cornerback position on the sack that time.
Max 50, Max 50. Here we go, here we go.
61, matchbox lights. Cut.
50's the mic.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. This is taken deep in their territory. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here.
On 1st down, it's Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Bell. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, Bell. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 27-yard line,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Go, go.
Mike 50, Mike 50. It's been a long day for you. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Right here. Let's go.
One last shot for Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Down. 60 or.
Check it out, Reed.
Big grip. Big grip.
They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
18 gain.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down now, Dickerson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First and 10 at the 25
Got it. Yeah, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
On first down, Dickerson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, It's Allen, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Ready? 50, plant.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now Aikman, 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. They're going on 4th down. Aikman. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Calvin Johnson, 38 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, 49ers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set. 90, Wolf. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Right here, right here.
On first down, Dickerson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got heavy. Everybody scoot up.
Here's Young. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down now. Dickerson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson, 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got his man sharp, complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Derrick Henry takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Wilson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Dickerson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kevin Green, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Check me out. 14.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play, Young DeMoss. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from the 20. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike Bartu. I'm coming.
They go play action now. Wilson. Got him in. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
60 Pittsburgh. 50. And watch that. And watch the 2.
On 2nd and 2, Young. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Young now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Escaping the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Young from the shotgun. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too? And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw is Wilson. Johnson's got it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Cooper's got it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Ready.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Steve Young. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Wait, 10, 29, Alpha. Check. He's checking.
They'll run on first down. Green, 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Green. There goes Green. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 39 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready. 8-3. What we got?
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
60 outlaw. Pilot, 64. Reach. Go.
On first down, Dickerson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Come on.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, got tight left.
Now Young. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson.
You better come harder next time, son.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, Steve Young. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14.
Ready? 60 or.
That's good for a 49er first down.
From the red zone now, Young. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Smooth.
To the air once more, Young. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the 1st, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Delta. Alert. 52. Easy. Check it.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
3rd down and 5.
Ready.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Ready. Hey, Alpha.
Young. Being chased out left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
70, Indy.
On second and 11 now. Young. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. To throw on second and 6, Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Good job.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This will be taken about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On first down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Hey, exit.
The play fake, now Young. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Brady. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Hey, Alabama.
Kill.
Hey, team six.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby.
Wait, put it!
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
No, 60.
On first down, Green. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, Dickerson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. He's got a first down past the 30. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 83 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Wait, set, wide, 80.
Cover. 36, 36. Jack. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
72.
They'll run on first down. Green. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's it.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Four down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Mike's 50.
I got him. 72.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Young to throw it. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. Young will set to throw. Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. It's Tracy Porter with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On 1st down, it's Green. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, 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 check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go!
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Holt. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never...